Like I said, if you're on Instagram, hashtag your video from a watch party, Smack Off. In fact, the rest of you on Twitter, you've got Smack Off trending number 3. It's not bad, clones. You can do better. Do better. You're looking up at National Selfie Day and first day of summer. You can do better, clones. That's 3. Bump us up 1 or 2. Get on Twitter, hashtag it Smack Off. Really quickly, Mark Haskell tweets, no need to slot Benny anywhere. He goes straight to the top. Crown him now. Hashtag Smack Off. D. Casimir at Benny and Wisco killing it on the Jim Rome Show. Hashtag Smack Off. Tommy from NC tweets, Tyler in Ranada. Hashtag Smack Off. Brian in Rochester, run him. Canada is boring today. Hashtag Smack Off. Tune Dog 22. Hashtag Smack Off. Matt is just stumbling too much. And Jamie in Green Bay tweets, there must be an inferior conversion rate for Canadian smack. Not a good day for the 2 Canadians. Back at it. All right, this is a great moment right here. A great moment because for a record-setting 20th time, 20, this guy's in a Smack Off. He was in the first one back in 1995. He won it way back in 1998. Today, he stands alone as the only clone to participate in 20 Smack-Offs. Regardless of how this goes, you make sure to hit this guy up. Congratulate him on the milestone. Ladies and gentlemen, Stevie Carbone. Steve, it's great to have you back. What's up?
Jim, what's happening? 25 years on the show, 20 calls, like you said. I almost feel like I peaked. Like last year, I kind of laid it all out there. I teamed up with the Cavalian Asian. We had a good run, but just couldn't get past the meth head in the 909. And then what? Like, what's my next play after that? Do I try and run it back with Shawnee again? I mean, no, because he basically, Shawn Michaels super kicked my Marty Jannetty ass through a plate glass barbershop window, wanted to take all his glory back. He wanted to go solo again. Man, we were a team. That's my quarterback, man. He left me. I felt lost. Do I dare ask a Brad or a Left or a Vic or Mike, hey, you want to be my new friend? You want to make a call together? Yeah, right. Like, I'm not asking Brad. Jim, there's 3 rules I live by. Never play cards with a guy who has the same first name as the city. Never get less than 12 hours sleep. And never do a tandem call with a dude who plastered pictures of himself in his banana hammock all over the CBS Sports Radio Network. I mean, like, Left? I mean, sorry, I have a feeling auditioning to be a part of that guy's phone call would consist of showing up on a casting couch in Van Nuys somewhere while he rubs my neck and tells me to relax. Vic? I don't speak gangster. And Mike, I don't speak whatever dialect that is. Mike, were you one of those dudes in high school that hung out with all the varsity basketball players and tried to be cool, but basically everyone just laughed at you behind your back because they knew you were a poser? Because that's exactly how you come off in your calls, as a poser. So, Jim, you mentioned 20 Smack-Off calls. I'm going solo on this one, just me, all by myself, like Mark and Hollywood on Tinder, or Benny and Wisco on, well, any Friday and Saturday night alongside his KFC 12-piece meal bucket. But 20th year doing this for me, today is going to be about me. I want to celebrate me, and I don't want to toot my own horn here. Well, yeah, I kind of do, but so the guys over at StuckNut, they keep the track of all the calls, where you place, what year, and all that stuff. They broke it down into old school, 95 to 08, new school, 08 to current. My average place to finish in the Smack-Off from 95 to 08 was 4.8. From 08 to current, it's 5.6. In the age of sabermetrics, Jim, my jungle war basically makes me Mike Trout. So essentially, I'm that much better than the replacement level jobbers like Jeff in Southfield and Matt in LA. I don't care if I only have 1 title in 24 years. I'm all about consistent domination. I'm the Atlanta Braves of the 90s and the early on. And when you average top 5 finishes for 20 years of calls, that's some serious, serious game. Or lack of a sex life, one or the other. Jim, when you did my player profile, that kind of got me fired up. Like, let's face it. The clips you played were straight fire. Some of my best clips, most were downright genius. Some serious, serious smack. But you only have a 3-hour show, so I don't blame you for not playing all my hits. However, the Smack-Off has changed. The goal now is humanly possible and just read a laundry list of insults about them. See, Damon Amandalora, 8 minutes on Matt in LA. Is he serious? If only he'd spend that much time on his show prep. However, Jim, in 1997, this was a strong take. Who cares? I don't. That's your style. Doesn't affect my life because I'm still going to come in and talk about how the Dodgers should nut up in the offseason, jump for a Butler, and go after Kenny Lofton. in the biggest show of the year, I was giving Dodger center fielder takes. Jim, can you imagine today if I came in that angry that Chris Taylor isn't playing the outfield more than Jock Peterson? What about 1999? The year after I won my title, I came in and did this. And that's to be the man. Woo! You got to beat the man. And frankly, so far, none of you booty, candy ass clones have come close to taking my title away. Yeah, I think that there's oh my gosh, what I think when I'm 1999, I'm talking about wrestling catchphrases. I finished 7th that year after my title win. 7th. Apparently, I was off about someone taking my title away. And in 1999, Jim, I was going places. Just off. But I will say this. I left the jungle to someday get my own show. And I'm going to get my own show. There's a podcast and a completely different field than sports radio count. I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I was talking about. But Jim, 1996, this is it. 2nd year ever in the Smack Off. I'll just let this take. I said, Jim, why don't I show myself out after that take? Happy 25th.
You should. You absolutely should. Stevie Carbone showing himself the door after that take. Good thing, bro, because I probably would have had to do it myself and would have. All right, let's keep this thing moving. A golden ticket recipient making his 2nd Smack Off appearance, hoping not to get run this time. Let's go to Denver. Dan in Denver. Dan, you made it in.
Jim, like the Kaplan Asian hosting a show during the daylight, I'm just happy to be here. Sean, once a week in the middle of the night, is that your show schedule or how often you go outdoors? Bro, you're the whitest thing in the jungle since Bodie's rapping. And nice call, Matt and Van. Bro, your delivery was worse than a 3-wheeled UPS truck. That call stunk worse than Mona and Knoxville's breath. Jim, the show's reach is amazing. Watch parties have been popping up all over the country. So if you're listening in at a watch party right now, could you do me a favor? Quiet down. Stop what you're doing. I want everyone to look to your right. Now look to your left. Now look at the people behind you. Does anyone see a pair of breasts? Man, boobs don't count, Wisco. No? All right, I didn't think so. Well, except for you, Portland. There's one of you there. And I'm glad to see Chael Perfection Sonnen finally decided to call it quits. Chael, your fight name was Perfection? I'm struggling to see what's perfect about you. Your fighting career, 17 losses, no. Your smack-off career, embarrassed in the last 2 smack-offs, no. Your body, hell no. Dude, Bellator actually demanded you fight with a shirt on if you fight again. Chael fighting without PEDs is like Lef and Laguna calling today without a gimmick. No shot to win. But Romy, who the hell chose the Bucks as Milwaukee's mascot? Elmer Fudd? Way to choose the one animal whose natural predator is the dumb redneck. And I love how their motto is fear the deer. What are you going to do? Jump out in front of my vehicle and then stop and stare at my headlights waiting for me to hit you? And Jim, no surprise to me that the Raiders are going to be on Hard Knocks. They've got former player turned NFL Network star Mike Mayock running their front office, with the former Princeton fullback turned executive producer turned Kyle Brandt unavailable. And if Pelinka doesn't work out in LA, maybe the Lakers can take a look at that former state championship point guard you've got pressing soundbite buttons for a living to do it. But how about the Raiders picking up Incognito too? An overweight, overhyped, head case criminal. It's hard to tell if I'm talking about Incognito or a Raider fan like Matt in LA. Is he going to play football or dress in some gothic costume and throw beers at opposing fans? The man hasn't taken a snap since 2017. One lets you count that time he snapped at the gym. Romy, you notice our champ Braden Corona is a lot like Tom Brady, not because he's arguably the GOAT and good looking, but because his wife makes more money than him and he French kisses his kids on camera. Brady, if only your smack last year hit as hard as your nipples were in that photo. Did you rub ice on those things pre-photo, or did they perk up around the end of your call when Vic started shouting your name? Working hard to get your nipples hard like that? Talk about a Nipsey hustle. Standing up there shirtless in those panties, running your mouth like a rapper. What's your street name? And forget my name. Rack me, Jim.
Dan in Denver. See what he did. I see what you did at the end of that, Dan. Not bad. It's not bad for a golden ticket winner. Made it to the end of his call. And we're coming up on the end of hour number 2. Now keep this in mind. We have not heard from the champ, the BIC. We have not heard from the 2014 champ, Mike and Indy. We have not heard from the 2013 champ, Mark in Hollywood. Mike, Brad, Lef, Mark, and Caleb. So by my count, I've got 5 guys right here who can win this thing. 5 guys that might be on the short list to win this thing. I've got to get 5 of these guys in next hour. That's going to be tough. I don't know how I get all 5 of them in and get the winner on the air and interview the winner. This is what I meant when I said get in early. Get in early. All right, so once again, how have you got this thing scored? Keep in mind, it might all be academic. It may not matter at all when you consider the 5 that we still have ahead of us. I want your reaction to anything you've heard. What do you like? What do you hate? Who do you think's going to win? Who do you want to win? How's your day going? Where are you watching this thing? What do you make of the silver anniversary smack off? Get on Twitter. Make sure you hashtag it. Smack off. Very simple. Hashtag smack off. No number, no Roman numerals. Hashtag smack off. Also, if you're on Instagram and you're at a viewing party, you want to make sure you get some video and then you turn that around. Set your account to public. If your account's on private, we can't find it. Get video from a watch party and then hashtag that smack off. How else would I have known what Hawk's parents look like? Mr. and Mrs. Hawk made it on CBS Sports Network. Make sure you do that too. I give you the telephone number, but you don't need it. Still ahead next hour. Any combination of these 5. Mike and Indy. Brad, of course, is going to get in. He's defending champ. Left, Mark in Hollywood, and Caleb. Who do you have on top? Who's going to win this thing? When we come back, the 3rd and final hour of Smack Off 25. Hashtag Smack Off.